Welcome to another video, and in today's video we're doing the launch of the Alpha Elite, the latest addition in the AIM Engineering rifle chassis series. For the video we'll do a spec rundown of the new chassis, of what's new, what's changed, and then on top of that we're launching 2 new products, advertising a third one, and giving you a great discount price if you want to buy the Alpha Elite. So without further ado, let's run through this chassis so I can show you what the differences are on the Alpha Elite. So as always, we'll run down the specs from the front to the back of the chassis and just give you all the new additions to the chassis, what they kept the same, and of course the 2 new items at the back of the chassis. In terms of length, from the top rail to the recoil pad is 84 centimeters. So that's 840 millimeters. The chassis, as a bare minimum with the top rail and everything else included as it is here, it weighs in at 2.2 kilograms. Slight bit heavier than the Alpha, but it's got the top rail that we added onto the chassis. So as a lot of the Alpha owners out there ask, can they please have the top rail to their chassis? Guys, unfortunately, if you have a Alpha, we can't incorporate that into the design, but if you buy the Alpha Elite, it is incorporated into the design. So that's the new feature to the Alpha Elite. You got the top rail in the front. Coming down to the bottom, or to the side, on your side, we got the M-Lok slots. So it is weight able, as the Alpha was. Our aim is at this stage redesigning their weights to be able to add more weights and take less up space. So keep an eye out on the social media for when they launch that. Coming to the bottom side of the chassis, I'm going to tilt it to like that. I'll bring it closer for you in a second. The Alpha Elite comes with a built-in ARCA rail. So as if you know, if you bought the Alpha, you had to buy the addition of an ARCA rail. This now comes built in as the Bravo and the Delta. So just so you guys can have a good look at that, it is a built-in ARCA rail at the bottom. At the bottom side of the chassis, for the guys that don't want to run a ARCA clamp, you have M-Lok slots if you wish to add a weighted ARCA or weights onto that section. If you are not using the ARCA system, guys, we didn't forget about you. As in all of the AIM Engineering chassis, we include a bipod Piccaninny like this, and it's got the slot so you can just add in there and screw it to or in its place. This is used to clamp your bipod if you're not using the ARCA clamp. So that is still available on the Alpha Elite. And as you can see at the bottom, you got your screws. There's 2 holes, and that is to add the bipod Piccaninny to the chassis. And then there's a middle one, little hole, and that is for the guys, for the hunters, if you want to attach a sling to the chassis. So we've left a hole that you can put your swivel stud over there as well as to the back, and you can carry this chassis around the hunting field. All right, guys, moving back, the barricade stop hasn't changed. Coming to the mag well. Guys, we have a lot of people asking us, can you use an MDT mag on an Alpha chassis system? So just to show you, I've got my MDT chassis. This is for a 223. And then just to be sure, there's nothing in there and it fits. It does require some R&D, some little bit of work, as you can see I've done on it. It's just because the plastic was a little bit too wide for the chassis, but it goes in and it clicks and it secures it in place. So you can use the MDT mags on any AIM chassis. But with that being said, on the launch special, you'll get 1 10-round mag included. There is some calibers like the 270 VSM that doesn't work, as well as some of the long actions that doesn't come with it. But if you inquire about one of those, we'll just give you the details on that. All right, guys, continuing on the chassis, coming down to the back. Also, a thing that people ask us about a lot is feeding issues. Guys, the mag release is fully adjustable. If you're having issues feeding, it's usually because of that. So just take your Allen key, open it up, and play with that, and it'll sort your feeding issues out immediately. All right, coming back further, we're going past the trigger guard. You have a movable thumb rest to 3 positions forward. Well, there's 3 positions going forward or back, and it is fully ambidextrous for the guys that want a thumb rest on the other side. Keeping it like this, we have the pistol grip, which is now incorporated, and it is fully adjustable forward and back for the increase or decrease in length of pull. So guys, here we get to the new items that's been added to the Alpha Elite. And as I said before, these items are available to anybody that owns an AIM Engineering chassis. You can buy these separate, and we'll get into that after the video, but these are available for anybody that owns an AIM Engineering chassis. So they've redesigned the cheek piece. So I want to quickly just see if I can get it on there. If not, I'll bring the camera closer and I'll do a little bit of a closer run if it doesn't come out on this video. So the cheek piece is now fully adjustable forward and backwards. If you want to adjust it like that, it goes up and down. A new addition that they've done for the guys that know the AIM chassis, these little balls that you adjust it with is now pure aluminium. So that's also a great addition. So back to the cheek piece, it's up, it's down, it's forward and back, and then sideways. So see if I can get you guys to view it like that. I can move it all the way to that side or all the way to this side. There's about a 3 centimeter move left and right. So great addition to that. And then the second or the third thing on this, it actually cants up to 30 degrees left or right, depending on which eye you're going to use. So a lot of movement on the cheek piece. So great addition. And then we come to the recoil pad. I can move it like that. The recoil pad, as always, is now movable up and down. And they've added the addition of moving it side to side, which gives you another about 30 degree of cant on your recoil pad. Guys, great additions to the back of the chassis. The cheek piece, completely modular, up, down, 30 degree pivot, as well as moving off to the side of your scope, so you have a better view through the scope. Great addition on the cheek piece. I think it's going to work wonders. The recoil pad, as I said, you can tilt it about 30 degrees. Nice, and let's see if I can get it in there. Nice and pivot on that side, which you can get to lie just off your shoulder. Sorry for the mic there. The third item we're going to talk about, and we're running a special for November, is the AIM Engineering monopod. Guys, we launched this at Huntex. It blew up the internet. We had about 600,000 views on the video, and it's making waves in the industry. It is spring-loaded, so if you press the button, it automatically pops out to wherever you want it, and you can adjust it, small adjustments on the front knob. Guys, we're running a fantastic special on these. Go have a look at the website or on AIM Engineering website or my website, and you can see that this is now running at a fantastic price for November. So guys, one more thing about the monopod that I forgot to tell you. We've now done some research and we've figured out that the monopod fits not only AIM Engineering chassis. Most of the chassis that is manufactured in South Africa can take the monopod, and we've tested it on the RX, the MDT RX. It also attaches to the MDT RX. So if you don't know if it's going to fit and you have an RX or an MDT chassis, it will fit. We'll send you the correct fitting, and that's on the monopod. Guys, as I said in the beginning of the video, we'll give you a discount on the launch of the AIM Engineering Alpha Elite. The recommended retail price that'll be running from the 1st of December is 8,400 Rand. For the month of November, to celebrate November specials, we're going to make it 7,799. That's right, 7,799 Rand to get your hands on the Alpha Elite. Guys, it's a fantastic chassis. I think it's exactly what we needed to balance out the Alpha and the Delta. I think it's going to make some waves. The fully adjustable recoil pad and cheek piece also makes a fantastic addition to your already owned AIM Engineering chassis. These are available to be bought separately. You don't need to buy it with the chassis. And they're running a special on them for 1,200 bucks for both of them. If you want to buy only the cheek pieces, it's 600 Rand, 599. And if you only want to buy the recoil pad that rotates, it's 599. Guys, fantastic little additions if you already own an AIM Engineering chassis, but definitely something to look out for. Guys, I hope that this gave you an idea of what the Alpha Elite is about. If you've got any questions, please post it in the comments below. We'll get back to you. If you're in the vicinity, either in Kempton Park, my side, or Pretoria side, Vanner side, please come and have a look, come and touch, come and feel, and see what it's all about. This chassis will be put on my website, and if you use the code ELITE, like Alpha Elite, just the word ELITE on my website, you will guarantee yourself the discount and buy this chassis at $7,799. Guys, I will do a video later on comparing the Alpha and the Alpha Elite. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I hope you enjoy the Alpha Elite. If you don't have yours yet, get yours today.